Fred, just what kind of obstacles did just the size and length and athleticism below the basket did Illinois pose?
Yeah, I mean, it's who they are. They're 12th in the nation in offensive rebound percentage. And, I thought at times we did a solid job, but not enough in the second half. They pretty much dominated it physically in the second half. And you find a way to get some of those rebounds. Maybe it doesn't come down to that last possession, but, I'm really proud of the guys for the resolve that they showed tonight. As I told them in the locker room, now we know we can do it. And you're playing one of the top teams in the country on their home floor in an unbelievable environment, and you have a chance to win. You have a lead with under 5 seconds to go in regulation, even though we got out-rebounded by 17. And that's the theme for us. We've talked a lot about taking care of the basketball and rebounding. And when we do both, we generally win. When we take care of one, we're in a close game like we were tonight. If we get beat in both and we turn it over and give up offensive rebounds, we get it handed to us. So, we got to find a way to turn up the physicality. I've talked about this a lot. When teams start getting on us, getting the offensive rebounds, they just seem to, it just goes in the wrong direction. So, proud of them. They showed a lot of fight. What had nothing to do with effort. I thought our guys played extremely hard. And when you're down 10 on the road with under 4 to go, it's tough to come back. But we scored 11 in a row. I think 11-1. Unfortunately, the one was the one that sent it to overtime. But, again, we showed we can do it. Just got to clean some things up and turn around. Another quick turnaround. I don't know. It seems like we played 100 games. I mean, we play every 2 days. So we got to get ready for a tough Northwestern team on Wednesday night.
Casey had kind of a rough go of it the couple of games before that. He got loose tonight. What was he able to do to find looks and make shots?
I mean, it's a matter of listen, people were up in arms. What's going on with Casey? He had 2 games where he didn't make shots. He's too good of a shooter. He's too good of an offensive player for that to last. And, he came out and really got it going for us. I thought he missed some blockouts in the other end. Got to be better there. It's a tough matchup. When Casey's matched up with Guerrier at 6'8", 6'9", you just got to go out and seek contact. I thought our zone gave us some good possessions, but we just stopped rebounding out of it. And they had to go back to the man. But, it was, again, a good effort, and it was good to see Casey get it going again.
I imagine it's still raw right now, but what can you take out of this game, erasing a double-digit lead, sending it overtime, second game in a row like that?
There's 15 other people in the room, Wilson. They can
I'm
ask
the only one from Nebraska.
Too. Okay, I gotcha. You know what? It was we can take a lot from this one. And, you knock off the number 6 team and showed great fight and resolve in that one, being down 19 to a team that's hard to come back on in Wisconsin. And you come back from 10 with under 4 to go against a great team in Illinois. There's some things that we have to get better at. We have to clean up if we want to get over the hump on the road. But, again, as I said to the guys in the locker room, we showed we can do it. Now we just got to find a way to finish.
Fred, you guys went with the 5-man on Ty Rodgers. We've seen a lot of teams in the Big Ten do that. What do you like about what that gives you, and how has he kind of grown to maybe complicate when he sees that defensive assignment?
You know what? He does a great job, and, teams are playing off of him, obviously. I don't think he shot a 3 this year, but he is such a good cutter and slasher. And then the other thing, when you play off him, you got to go find him. You got to go seek contact and hit him and get into his body. But he's so good at getting around. And I think last year, you look at the 2 games, he had 10 offensive rebounds against us in those 2. And then he was unbelievable in that area tonight. So, even though you can play off of him and plug and try to help on some of those shooters, especially the back downs, when they have good matchups, he still poses a big problem because of his ability to cut, slash, get to the rim, and then one of the best offensive rebounders in our league.
Fred, what happened on that 11-0 run where you guys, 10-point lead, and then all of a sudden you cut into it? What did you guys do so well during that run?
Well, we got stops, and that I think was, it's simple as that. We found a way to string together. I think we got to kill 3 stops in a row, which we hadn't done much in that half to that point. They hit some threes. Again, they pose a lot of problems with the way they play. Brad has done a phenomenal job with this roster with playing to the mismatch and basically saying, you can't guard me, and you're going to try and do it until you show us you can. And it just, with Domask, with Shannon back on the floor, he's a one-man fast break. He's so good at drawing fouls. With Coleman Hawkins' ability to shoot the ball and everybody's physicality. They have great length across the board, and the guys off the bench shoot the ball well and are great role players. So, they're a tough team to come back on. But as far as how did we do it, we finally found a way to get some stops strung together.
Yeah, Fred, kind of a big picture question here. You got 2 guys in tonight's game from the Missouri Valley Conference making huge impacts. As a coach, when you're recruiting from the portal like that, what are you looking for from guys that are coming up from a lower-rated conference to a power conference?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call that a lower-rated conference. I mean, they've got some really good teams, and they're all very well coached. And I think the thing you're looking for is how do they fit into your program, how do they fit into your system, how do they fit into your culture. And for us, speaking on Rink, he has just been absolutely phenomenal as far as a leader and coming to work every day. He's not playing fully healthy right now. He had a knee procedure back in December, late December, and he just goes out and he's a warrior every time he steps on the floor. And I think Brad would say the same about Domask, and Cricky obviously at Iowa is having a great year, and Lance Jones at Purdue. So the Valley has produced some really good players that have made the jump to this league, and I think the leagues are pretty similar. They're physical, they're tough. Again, you got great coaches in that league, and these guys, you can tell how well they've been coached with how they've adjusted to this level.
Fred, is this offense Illinois running? You talked about the matchups, hunting those. Is that more like the NBA? Are you seeing that trickle down into Big Ten college basketball?
It is, yeah. It's straight NBA basketball is what they're doing, and we just don't have the 3-second rule, I guess, defensively. But yeah, Brad does a great job of finding it. We were trying to come over from that other side, and again, that's going to open up some cutting for guys like Rogers and some of their other players, and put you in rotation as well. And I think last year Shrewsbury was a guy that did a great job of it, and I think some people are looking at that. We try to play the open spread offense that you see a lot in analytics. I think with where they are, Izzo was going to disagree with me on this, but with trying to create as many threes and rim opportunities and try to find the mismatch out there.